Hi there, I'm Jethro, and this is Semicolon Talk. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking with the youngest certified AWS Developer Associate in Africa. He's an alumni of Semicolon, and he is a wonder kid of tech. So, Joshua, introduce yourself to us.
Okay, my name is Agboola. I am a programmer, future skills activist. I'm also a YouTuber in the name of Josh for Tech. Please subscribe. And I'm also an advocate for teaching of tech skills to young kids at an early age.
So, Joshua, how did you feel to be the youngest certified AWS Developer Associate in Africa?
Okay,
Considering the fact that people like Peter Obi, Bukola Saraki were actually showering accolades on you.
it was very exciting. First and foremost, I am really good for those media features because it really shows that the hard work paid off, and all the hours of studying. It took me about 2 months plus everything to prepare for the exam, and it was a huge process. It was a huge process, and it was two exams I prepared for, which was the Solutions Academic and the Developer Associates, which were two big exams on their own, which I had to prepare for. There were a lot of services, a lot of development services, security, and of course deployment, which took a lot of time to learn, especially development, because there are a lot of services in the development. Because companies don't know how can they use AWS services to their own advantage, especially in their products. So how can you implement this as your database product? What about running code as functions? How can I streamline my process? What are the even if I have a voice assistant, if I have a chatbot, how do I create a chatbot? A lot of things that you have to do. How can I transcribe? Also turning speech to text, text to speech. So many services that you had to learn for development. Apart from that, there's also security, which was how you keep customer data safe. Compliance, you have to know about compliance and auditing. There's a lot of things, not just knowing AWS and what it does, knowing things that actually need to be known in cloud and in the cloud development space. So compliance and auditing, how can you get compliance files, how can you find sensitive data using Amazon Marquee. There's so many services that you have to learn.
Okay.
But the fact that I was able to do that, I'm able to get all these accolades, which I'm very grateful for, was really really amazing and really important for me. And I really thank Peter Obi for picking me up, because that's the first time I've ever been shouted out by a really big news figure like
Okay.
Peter Obi, which was very amazing.
That's interesting. So, at Semicolon, we call our alumni ancestors. So, even as much as you're a teenager, we still call you an ancestor. So, how did Semicolon help you in this tech journey?
Can't tell me what helped me with this tech journey. Okay, first and foremost, there was a lot of support from the tutors, especially the names of Nonso, Mr. Nonso, and Mr. Olainka. When I was trying to learn AI, I was researching how does this AI say, well, how can I develop something in AI? Because I was really, people were talking about AI at that time, and they're still talking about it today with ChatGPT coming up. But it was what really helped me in my learning. It helped me when I was learning ML. You try to, because I was very curious about it, just learning everything. What can I learn in this ML? How can I create something that can help someone in machine learning? And it was a very huge opportunity to have mentors at my side. Of course, apart from the mentors, also the chief at the top was always checking me or check up on me. Joshua, when I let's say I was done with the session of class, he asked me, what did you learn? How are you progressing this? If I come back from the weekend, how is your Java? Java. How's your Java? How's your Spring Boot? What is the new thing you're learning? Have you discovered where the area you want to go? Always checking up on me and making sure that I'm not slacking and I'm always keeping focused, which was a huge opportunity to be able to be pushed by someone who kept me progressing. And also for this certificate, I was able to know what do I want to do, because there was a huge overview I went through. There was like a lot of things that Semicolon taught, and I realized that the areas I wanted to go to, which were web development, and then I discovered cloud, which really helped me, and also the critical thinking and design thinking. So the two most important classes, and they happened at the beginning, and also the business training, which was very critical, because it really drove my interest for business and creating my own tech product. And design thinking really helped me think in a different way, think about problems in the eye of solving them instead of the eye of running away from them. So I would say that's how it really helped me.
So, Joshua, how would you describe the Semicolon program generally?
How would I describe it? I said it was a very exciting program, especially to me.
Okay.
I loved the program. It was very exciting. I didn't want to, when we were graduating, I didn't want to leave because it was a very exciting program. It really sparked my interest in programming a bit more because I had to learn a lot of things. I was able to overview, even refresh the knowledge I already knew, and now to also learn okay what other areas or sectors that were in technology that I could reach into, which helped me to have that. So not just from someone that is just a programmer,
Okay.
or someone that wants to look at, let's say, creating their own business. They have to know okay, these are the sections that you have to know, that when people are developing a full product,
Okay.
that there's this section and this section. Of course, I love the design thinking and critical thinking classes, which really stuck with me. I find the tutor of those classes, the way he talked about product, he'll bring out diagrams, he'll draw things on the board, try to just make sure we understand this thinking cycle, which was mainly for products.
Okay.
I think that really helped people that were looking to go into product design, and I loved it. Also, the critical thinking,
Yeah.
when we're giving scenarios, what we do in this situation, and how do we look at life through this perspective that he gave us, which
Okay.
is a good way to look at problems and life as solutions and how to solve problems. So I'll say that is what is my general experience, and also the community, of course.
Yeah.
Lovely community,
Community is beautiful.
beautiful community.
So how do you combine being a techpreneur, being a YouTuber, Judge for Tech, going for competitions, and going to school?
It's true. I get asked that question a lot, and it's true that I have to get a balance, because it's at first when I was starting out, it wasn't that easy.
Okay.
Because I didn't know how to really structure my program. How do I learn programming? How do I go to school? How do I make sure I'm getting the most of each areas?
Okay.
But what I'm not excited to do is right now I'm able to find the balance, which is
Okay.
better for me right now, which is maximizing my progress. I'm able to find time in my scheduled program to work on my technology skills and to not leave education hanging, and spend a lot of time in both areas, but while keeping each one. So also a lot of time to play.
Yes.
Because of course I'm a
Very
kid.
important.
I play a lot of games. I play games, and of course my brother we play a lot.
Okay.
Even though he's younger than me, but we play a lot. So it's always have to find a balance, especially in things in life, which is very important to my program. Which I love that my parents have helped me build this program where I can balance everything together, which is very amazing. So kudos to my parents.
Kudos to your
My
parents.
dad and my mom.
Okay. What are your futuristic plans? I know I asked you this question backstage.
Okay. What are my futuristic plans? First and foremost, I would, at the biggest point, which is my biggest dream, I would love to maybe own a tech product one day.
Okay.
A big one that could be as big as Facebook. Dream big, win big. So as big as Facebook, and when people could really use and could make use of, and like could be known like as a worldwide name, that this guy created this program and it has helped me do stuff. So that's my biggest dream.
Okay.
But if I'm looking for a place to work at, I will look at any Mang or Fang. That's why Facebook is Meta. You have to keep up with the trends, as they say. So Meta and Amazon, but at first Google has always been my major contributor. It's been my major, if I'm looking for a company to work at, of course, to be Google, because I just love the way they have built they have structured their company, and the amount of products they have. They're amazing, and they solve a lot of problems for me, especially Google Workspace.
Okay.
We're talking about that Google Workspace, which allows you to keep everything in a one-stop shop.
Okay.
So from Gmail, you can access your Google Docs. Find that everything is connected with your Gmail account, and you can access everything for free. No, that's a bargain. That's a bargain.
So, what is your advice to other young people? Just like you, I remember in one of your videos you mentioned something about UAR and all of that. So, what is your advice to young people who want to get to where you are right now?
Okay, so now the abbreviation UAR is unnecessary adult restrictions.
Okay.
So the reason why I use that word is because it really annoyed me at that time, because I would try to sign up for something. I want to learn something. I want to experience. Let's say I wanted to go for a tutorial. Even just time when I was learning game development.
Okay.
So I tried to learn game development. Very curious, trying to learn everything I could get from the tech space. I tried to learn game development, and there were a lot of restrictions. I also saw that I couldn't access some, right from my cloud.
Okay.
Even from my cloud, there was a program I wanted to go for that was supposed to give me more hands-on knowledge. I wasn't able to go through it because I wasn't 16, 17 and older. and which was very annoying for me. Even though right now that I've passed the 13-year-old mark,
Okay.
it's easier for me. But
Okay.
back then, it was harder. It was harder. Now that I'm even older, it's made it easier. But that time, it was. But I really don't find restrictions on educational content really helpful.
Okay.
There's a lot of kids out there that are they're very curious about
True.
what's going on here, even though it might not be okay what normal kids do. But some kids they really love technology, and they want to check out what's going on in this technology space. What can I build? What can I develop? And they're very excited about it. So restricting it to people 18 plus and 16 plus does not seem fair. I know restrictions are placed for good reasons to protect children.
True.
But when it comes to learning, I don't think learning can damage a kid mentally. So I would say that restrictions on educational content that can help and spark curiosity should be banned. I would support that. So that's why I said you were.
That's beautiful. Really, really beautiful. It was nice meeting you, Joshua. And
Nice meeting you. Nice having this interview too. Thank you so much.
yeah, and I am very certain that you will definitely make us all proud. You're already doing that in Africa, and we're certain that you are going to skyrocket.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, I will.